Hello and welcome to the Tracy Show. Yes, Tracy with an I. I wanted to get into the school that Sean Combs attended, Mount St. Michael Academy, because something traumatic could have happened to him to make him come out and act a fool. Let's get into it. Mount St. Michael Academy is an all-boys private Catholic college prep school in the Wakefield neighborhood of the New York City borough of the Bronx. The school's campus also borders the city of Mount Vernon in neighboring Westchester County and is administered by the Archdiocese of New York. The school opened on September 13th, 1926. Originally staffed by 14 Morris brothers and dedicated to St. Michael, the Archangel. The U.S. Department of Education named it a National Blue Ribbon School in 1992. But this school has had actual ABUSC cases. Yes, it has. And for the ones that we know about, you know that there's always plenty that we didn't know about. So let's get into the ones that we do know about. In 1988, an Irish-born Catholic priest and a Morris brother were indicted on charges they actually abused boys at the school. Irish Reverend Bernard Lynch, who served as the chaplain, and Brother Timothy Brady, the acting principal, were also accused of molesting 3 boys. Lynch was acquitted while Brady was sentenced to prison. Following Brady's release from the prison, Morris Brothers reassigned him to a Catholic school in Chicago from 1993 to 2005. That's something that I don't understand. He should never have been able to teach in another school again. And this is where problems begin. They begin with these little boys being inappropriately touched in a way that they should not be. And he came out of prison and was hired at another Catholic school in Chicago. But let's continue. In 2011, Morris brother Lawrence Gordon, the assistant principal, was criminally charged for possessing child porno. Gordon accidentally left a USB drive plugged into a library computer on a Valentine's Day, which held actually explicit images of underage boys. Gordon pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a year at St. Luke Institute, an institution known for treating priests accused of child sexual abuse. In 2019, Bernard Lynch was accused again of actually abusing a different teen student at the school 40 years ago, according to the lawsuit. The 57-year-old plaintiff, then a 16-year-old at the school, alleged the actual abuse occurred in 1978 and 1979. The lawsuit was dropped in 2021. It does not give us any information as to why the lawsuit was dropped. But look at Sean Combs looking just like King. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. So while doing this, I decided to look up what type of effects could actual abuse have on a boy, specifically by a priest? And this was very interesting, what I came up with. There's a lot, but I'm just going to read some of it. By contrast, actual abuse victims are often not noticed as having had out of the ordinary experiences. Symptoms they suffer are often encoded by observers as signs that a child is difficult, moody, or a behavior problem. Many children never tell anyone about their abuse till long after they are adults, if ever. The abuser may have warned them of dire consequences should they talk about what happened to them, or they may be so filled with shame that they cannot find words to express themselves or a trusted ally in whom to confide. By and large, their experience is a lonely one, especially since abusers often choose victims they know to be already isolated for one reason or another. Now, maybe Sean could have been going through something about his father being unalived, or even Janice Combs, as we all have heard, running a brothel. Who knows? But let's continue, because I want to talk about maybe something happened with him and his mom, since they seem to be very close and kiss each other in the lips, because there's another part that says often predators are from their own families or are in such close relationships with the child that the abuse feels like incest. While incest literally refers to actual behavior between family members, it could be construed in a larger sense as any violation of position of power, trust, and protection. By the broad definition, any older caretaker who actually betrays a child committing a kind of incest. For the child, the result may be nearly the same as betrayal by a parent, a shattering of the natural trust he has in the adults who care for him. Priests certainly have no monopoly on being actual predators, in addition to family members of all kinds. I have known actual victims who were abused by teachers, coaches, scoutmasters, babysitters, neighbors, and doctors, not to mention non-Catholic clergy. Yet there are some specific meanings for victims in having been abused by priests. There is a concerted effort, usually a benign one, to make a Catholic clergy part of a parishioner's family. Catholic children are told to call clergy father, mother, sister, brother. Children, of course, are often quite literal in their understanding of adult instructions. How are they to understand it when their father, mother, sister, or brother makes actual overtures to them? This is very interesting to me. I don't know why, but we gotta go back to where something happened in Sean Diddy Combs' life to make him act this way, or make him hide his sexuality, whether it's gay, bisexual, I don't know. Something happened. He didn't just come out abusing people. Something happened. Now, let me say, I am in no way saying that Diddy's behavior is acceptable, because it's not. But somewhere along the line, between the mother, the school, and probably thinking about his dad is not around, something triggered Diddy. And I don't know if it was priest, mother, other kids. I don't know. But he needs to come out and get therapy. Real therapy and real help. And Janice needs to be there with him. Because this started at an early age. Because if we even go back and listen to what Gene Deal said, he even said he witnessed Mia being beaten. She was so afraid of him that she hid under a car or something. So this was going on for a while. Just wanted to give y'all something to think about before I continue my day with uploading my videos. Something to think about. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on what I just spoke about. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for joining the Tracy community. I got to think of a name for us, but right now it's the TRACI Tracy community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Day 1 and on up. And remember my goal, 300 subs by the end of this month. So subscribe. Love y'all. Peace out. Until the next video.